gonna get your life right? How? You would need Jesus if you could get your own life together. Hey besties, welcome back to another Car Chronicles. Yes, thank you so much for all of the love on the last video. You guys let me know that you like Car Chronicles, so we're going to do another one today. Mainly because it's a time saver. So we're going to talk about in today's video how to budget when your income is tight. Okay, there have been plenty of times that my money has been tight in the past and even currently, and there are certain things that I do to ensure that I am able to be successful in paying my bills and my finances, etc. So I am going to cover the top 3 things that I do. Everyone's budget is different. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's support is different. And so it may not look the same. However, I think what I'm going to discuss in this video should be the same across the board, no matter if you have support or not, if you're doing it all by myself or all by yourself, if you have children. I am a single mother, even though my daughter is an adult right now. I've been a single mother pretty much her whole life. So I have been through a lot. So I'm going to share with you my experiences. And if this helps you, amazing. But I have tons of videos on my channel that you can always go back and check. But if this is your first time here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures. And here on my channel, I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. If you're a returning bestie, hey girl, hey. Okay, so first and foremost, I need to take this gum out of my mouth because it is making it hard for me to talk. There we go. I don't want to be super smacking in your guys' face as I'm trying to talk, but I hope you guys see that it is raining. So I hope that is a good ambiance for today's video. And let's just go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that I do when I am working with a tight budget is I for sure have to budget. If I'm tight on money, budgeting is essential. I really don't know how people live without a budget. I mean, I do know how people live without a budget because I have done it for many, many years. However, it's hard to be successful with your money if you are not budgeting. And I don't just mean regular budgeting. I mean doing a zero-based budget. That is assigning a job for every single dollar that comes in and really giving it something to do. When we have money just sitting there, hanging out in our checking account, we'll spend that money on something that doesn't push or propel us forward. And we'll actually be stealing from a bill or groceries or whatever it is that we need to take care of because we don't have an actual budget telling our money exactly what to do. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I had to understand that me not budgeting was not helping me. And I had to do something different. And so I'm no longer crazy because I do a budget, especially when I am on a tight budget. I think some people believe that either one, you don't know how to do a budget, because that was my scenario. I just didn't know how to do it. I didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me. That was the first thing. Or the second thing is people feel like, I always hear people say, well, I don't have enough money to budget, or I'll budget once I get my money right. It almost sounds like when you're offering Christ to people, they're like, oh, I'll give my life to Christ when I get my life right. How you gonna get your life right? How? You would need Jesus if you could get your own life together. I digress. But anyway, yeah, so those are the two top reasons I believe why people don't budget, because that was my experience and then also what I hear. But if you just really give it a go and you write down how much money came in, and first start off with your bills. After you budget your bills, then you go into your expenses. And for me, there's a difference between a bill and an expense. An expense is those transportation, food, those type of items. You put that there. You're then able to see what can you live without. That's going into number 2. When I am tight with money and I need to budget, there are things that's coming out of the budget. There are things that I'm not able to do in the moment until I'm no longer super tight with money. And once I get to a place where I have some money saved and I'm paying off debt successfully and I'm following my plan. But there are some things that I have to cut out of the budget, which is also coupled with a no spend challenge. If you guys have been here for a while, then you know I periodically do no spend challenges. I really do them at the end of the in January, and then I do them other times throughout the year. I even have a workbook, a no spend workbook. If you're interested in that, you can pick that up. But it helps you to plan for having a successful no spend challenge. And let me tell you, zero-based budget coupled with a no spend challenge, which is where you're also cutting things out of your budget and you're in for a season for an amount of time you are not spending any money, has helped me tremendously. Please give it a try, give it a go. I have tons of videos here on the channel about no spend challenges and how to be successful. But those two things alone have been able to take me leaps and keep me focused when I am on a tight budget. Okay, so number 1 is to budget. You need to, when I'm tight with money, you need to budget. Number 2, you need to do a no spend challenge. Well, let me not tell you what you need to do, okay? Because I'm not going to tell you that. What I did is I did a zero-based budget consistently, and I budgeted my paychecks, each paycheck. So I was on a paycheck to paycheck budget and also a zero-based budget. Then I do no spend challenges, and they work wonders for me. And then the last thing that I had to do, and this is, I'm always going to give you guys an emotional part, is, well, I'm going to give you 4. I'm going to give you an honorable mention, okay? So the third thing was I went to go make more money. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I went to go make some more money. I was like, hey, this is not going to be able to work because I can't live my life like this. I'm not going to get further ahead if I do not bring in more income. So I started doing YouTube. I have different products that I offer to be able to help the community. And I pick up side hustles. I do jobs. I've done speaking engagements where I make money from that. Sponsored content, make money from that. I want to do more of that. But those are the top 3 things that I did to really help to propel me forward. 1, do a budget. I did the no spend, and then also I just went out to go make more money so that my money wasn't as tight and restrictive. So those top 3 things I did to be able to help me to move forward. So if that is something that you think you want to try, and doing it all, I did all of those 3 things together, it will help you to really push past. And you know, when it comes to making extra money, really just try, you know, if you can pick up a skill where you can make extra money. Everybody, I believe, has something that they can do to make extra money. I just truly believe that. Even if it's working overtime, I feel like everybody can find that something that they can do to bring in extra income. It's going to take time. It's going to take thought. It's going to take some grit for sure, but you can do it if you want to sacrifice that time. There were times where I did sacrifice time with my friends and family to make that extra money. But it was just something that I had to do, and I will do it again. I'm not even gonna lie, I will do it again. But I'll be a little bit more strategic this time, because they used to complain, like my friends and family would complain, like, you're always in your office and you're always this and this and that, and I'm gonna be better at that. Okay, so that's that. But let me give you the honorable mention, which is the encouragement. For a moment, money is tight, and you're doing everything that you can possibly do to get out of the tight space that you're in. I want to give you some encouragement to literally, and when I say literally and seriously, take it day by day. I took it literally day by day, paycheck by paycheck, side hustle income by side hustle income, and I took it day by day. I had patience. I worked on my patience. I worked on speaking life into my situation, which is encouraging myself and saying, you're not going to be here always. You're going to get out of what you're in, and your money will not be as tight. I just worked at it. Literally, I just immersed myself in the moment. That's just something that I do. If you guys watch me, you guys know I immerse myself in the moment that I'm in. And I focus on saving money in the moment. I try my best not to look ahead so much, because I think that's a lot of times when people give up, because they're just looking at that goal and they're so far away from the goal that they feel like, oh gosh, I'll never get there, so just forget it. And that's a bad place to be in, because what you want to do is what I do is I sit and I look and I say, wow, I was able to I had, let's just say $500 left, or in my side hustle, I'm making this money today, and I'm just really focused and happy with the small progress that I'm making at the moment. And I already know, like, I've already ingrained in myself that doing little things at a time is gonna yield me the result that I want. I already know that. I believe it, like it's there. So I fall in love with the process. That's what I always tell you guys. Fall in love with the process. Make it fun. Hang out with me, because I'm gonna make it fun. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, okay? Because we're gonna do it together. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I budget or how I manage and how I budget when money is tight. And it has worked. It has worked for me. So that's that. I hope that this video has been helpful. Wow, did you guys hear that rain? Wow. Wow, I guess God was like, yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay, anyway, if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any additional suggestions to help out the besties, please leave that down below. But my battery is about 10, I only have 10% left. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Go be great. Oh, excuse me. Peace out.
You're special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do it.